Hello guys, you're welcome once again to my channel. Now, this is like a follow-up video from my previous video where I said Bitcoin is going to fall, like Bitcoin is going to crash, okay? And the signs that we can use to identify that Bitcoin is going to crash, that we are not going to see an all-time high from the previous all-time high this year, okay? Not this year, okay? Now, remember I said when the market is crashing, it takes about 12 months to 14 months for the crash to complete. Okay, for us to have a complete market crash cycle. Okay, so what I want to show you, or one of the things that I want to show you that you can use to identify that the market is going to crash, is the um is the fear and greed index. Okay, now the fear and greed index is around 16, which at the point from 100, 16 is showing extreme fear. Okay, the market sentiment is showing extreme fear. At this point, you see people trying to sell off their assets. They are selling off their risk on assets like Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to go to risk off assets, probably bonds or stock. Okay, these are the assets that are recognized as risk off. So if maybe you're not convinced, okay, we can go to other places. If the fear and greediness is not convincing enough, which is fine, we can go to the chart itself. Because one thing about the chart, even if people lie, charts don't lie. Charts don't lie. Okay, the chart will help you understand what has been going throughout the years. Okay, all right. So now we're on the charts, and seeing the chart, there are certain things that you need to take note of. While we're on the chart, there are certain things that you have to take note of. We can see that Bitcoin has made, after making this peak, about 126K. Okay. Now, what we are seeing here is that it was not able to make another high from this previous arrow you are seeing here. It was not able to make a higher high from the previous high. Rather, it dropped. Okay, you can see the second arrow showing that is making a lower high from the previous high. Okay, now it has gone below this golden line. Now, this golden line is recognized as the 50-week moving average. As the 50-week moving average, it has fallen below the 50-week with a strong bearish momentum. It has fallen below the 50-week and is now resting around the 100-week moving average, which is holding it as support. But the issue is, look historically. If you go back, just go back to the historical trend, you can see that on the weekly time frame, Bitcoin has always ride on the 50-week moving average. So if you go to the area where the price starts crashing, you see that Bitcoin, although this is not a comprehensive chart, but I'm just trying to illustrate my point using the Bybit exchange chart. You can see that it has fallen below. When it fell below, there was a big crash before it picked up again from 15K and it started riding up on the 50-week moving average. So if this does not convince you, I don't know what will. We are experiencing a market crash right now. Although why I'm calling it that is a market crash is because it's not obvious yet. If not for this support level that is holding it, if not for this support level of 100 moving average that is holding it, immediately it breaks the support of 100-day moving average or 100-week moving average. That is where many people will be convinced. But for now, if you are not convinced, it's still fine. Okay. But what I'm seeing here is a strong indicator that this market is not going to hold, not for long. Okay. If you like my content and you want to see more things like this, do well to subscribe and I'll make sure I'll keep updating you on more information, not just on Bitcoin, but also the stock market as well. Okay. See you next time. Peace.